Here we go. All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Cyrus soon said he kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Cyrus soon said YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two powerhouse institutions on YouTube giving you nothing but Black Power, Black Divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to become a member. The link for the memberships is right there in the video description, is in the chat. All you had to do is just click it. You'll get a video introduction, rundown on the membership, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculums, powerhouse programs, certificate courses. First one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood, designed by the General, strictly for the brothers. All you had to do is go over to the site. You can preview the curriculum. You can preview the course. It's there for you to preview. Also included the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable, where the family sit down once a week. The brothers sit down once a week, discussing very important, very vital, very powerful information pertinent to our growth and development. Get on over there, family. Check out the curriculum and become a brother, become a member today. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti, DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Get on over there, check it out. Get a discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University, over 2,500 videos, all the subjects that you know and love from the General, Old Mecca, Voyages of the Nile, when Kimmy ruled the earth, Nubia, mother of ancient Egypt. We talking about Black Babylon, African origins of ancient Mesopotamia. Also from Naga the nigga, African origins of the Hindu Kush, false teachers of the Medu Netta. We got that Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, Gnosticism, Kabbalism, Sufism, occultism. We got it all. Black power, politics, and economics, education. We got that for you too. Global African supremacy, making of the white man. So many, many more. Not another website nowhere on the planet that could compare, compete. Become a member today, and everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never come up with 500 exclusive live streams waiting on you. We got that fire already up there, is waiting on you. We dropped it just yesterday, the Blue Gin of Black Immortality, an esoterical language that's been encrypted, you understand, so that the profane, so that the vulgar cannot have access to the sacred languages of our ancestors. You need to come on over here and let the General break it down like no other. Cannot be broken down like no other. Get over there, family. Also coming up, the power of the dark side. I want you to get over, because some of our people, they losing themselves. And we got to get them on. We got to get them on point. The power of the dark side. I want you to get on over there. Click that link up there, Patreon, and become a patron today. To all the family out there donated to the General, I thank you. I appreciate you. For those who would like to donate, the link is right there in the chat. Thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Now, they talking about that the next Black Panther is going to be a pale man. They talking about this pale man over here, Ryan Gosling. You see, is expected to be the next Black Panther. This is it, they didn't threw the whole goddamn franchise away. They didn't threw anytime you get to seeing the last of the samurai and his goddamn what was that motherfucker? Tom, what was his name? What would that motherfucker put his name out there? The motherfucker, what was that motherfucker that played the last samurai? Y'all know that Neanderthal. What's his name? Yeah, I know y'all done already put it in there. I know you done already put it in there. Tom Cruise. Tom Lose. Tom Lose. Yeah, the goddamn what's that motherfucker? He with the with that motherfucker, the weird Scientology. Yeah, L. Ron Hubbard. You understand? The weirdos. Anyway, yeah, so you the last of the, then you had the last of the Mohican. And then every time it's the last of something, God damn it, it's a Neanderthal. So you know it's the downfall. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the downfall of the franchise. It had, you know, they had a miraculous movie, but they see that Black Panther movie it started to become the prime, you know, the prime character. You understand? Outside of the Avengers. You understand? Outside of the Avengers, you know, the Black Panther, he was becoming the prime character. And so they didn't like that. They didn't like the fact that he was becoming the prime character. And so now they want to bring in this guy. Ain't no goddamn way. I'm sick of this shit. I hope it flop. I hope don't nobody support it at all. You know what I'm saying? And they probably mad because somehow, you know, our people didn't play characters, but the truth is coming out that is right and exact. Just like what's his name? Idris Elba. What's Elba? Idris, what's his name? Idris Elba played Hamdah in the Thor movie. You see what I'm saying? Now it's coming out that, and the facts is the facts. It's not made up. It's actuality. That the original peoples of that land that they calling the Vikings was Africans. This shit has been documented. I seen the literature and shit. It's shocking until you read it. It was always there. These books is out there 1800s, 1700s. They already knew this. But a lot of times we don't have access. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have access to this information, but it's out there. And so, yeah, so the reality is they know goddamn well they ain't got nothing. They ain't originated nothing on the planet. So here it is. They talking about now that I heard that they even in the goddamn comic books, they didn't gave the Black Panther a white woman. He got a white child now. You understand what I'm saying? So this is, you know, this is a travesty, but that's what happened when the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal owned the rights to the character. You see, he owned the rights to the character. That means he could do what he want to it. So now I guess they ain't got no white Panther. You see what I'm saying? Now, if Ryan Gosling want to be the white Panther, I don't know if they got one. He can be the albino Panther, but he can't be the Black Panther. Because again, you see, but see, this is why they can't, you know, they play the game. You ain't got no melanin, Ryan. You know you ain't got. See, it's deeper than just knowing that it's the Black Panther, because that vibranium. And when you get into the occult, you gonna know that vibranium, all it is goddamn melanin. You see what I'm saying? You got to know occult. You understand encrypted language. You see what I'm saying? They gonna always, you know, they not gonna put it out there for you to just, you know, so that you can have access to the truth. They know what it is. Shit. You see, the vibranium is melanin. Anytime you get in a lot of them and you get to talking about gems and you get to talking about audiobook Hollywood Babylon you gonna learn. Yeah, I'll try it. Yeah. Hollywood Babylon. I'm gonna look into it. I might look into it tonight. Yeah. Yeah, all you get to talking about the philosopher's stone, and you understand, even rooted in that, the word philosophy and philosopher is serpentine in there. You see what I'm saying? It's a serpentine etymology. That's why you see dragons and shit with books and, you know, and libraries, and they looked at as teachers of ancient and sacred wisdom, you know, because it's just a zoo type. But you the dragon. The return of the Christ, the return of the dragon is the return of Christ. You see, but you get caught up into the esoterical camouflage. That's what it is. It's esoterical camouflage to keep you from seeing the truth, and it's for the profane. It's for the profane and the vulgar. Who can, if they, you give some motherfuckers knowledge out here now, and they'll step all on it. And so even in the book they call the Bible, where the one they call, which is esoterical, where Jesus say, would you cast your pearls to, what is it, to the dogs and shit? You don't cast your pearls, but see, even there, when you use pearls and you use the Naga pearl and you use the gem, the leprechaun, you see, with his gold, and which he ain't nothing but another rendition of the dragon. You see what I'm saying? And so on. So you have to understand that when you dealing with that story of the Black Panther, you dealing with solar melanin divinity. And he know good and goddamn well he ain't got no attachment to none of it. The vampire, you get it is straight from the sun. But see, they got to get it from the blood. You see what I'm saying? They got to get it from the blood because they can't get it from the sun. You feel what I'm saying? They got to, what they call that, when they got to corral you. You see what I'm saying? And like cattle and shit. You see what I'm saying? They're like cattle, and then drink the blood. That's why they show you the vampire. In order for him to achieve immortality, he got to drink the DNA. But even there, that's dealing with the serpentine peoples of immortality. The Black Panther is the dragon, man. That's the dragon energy, period. That's why he unbeatable. Couldn't nobody fuck with the Black Panthers. On that note, he was hand-to-hand combat. Nobody in Marvel Comics could fuck with the Black Panther. Nobody. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So now they understand that first movie, and then, the brother of, what's his name? Chad. What's his name? Boz, what's his last name? Boswick. What was his name? What was his name? Y'all put it in there for me. Put the brother that played. What's his name? Chad. I know it's Chad. And yeah. Well, they need to turn him black. They need to turn him black because he's powered by the sun. Boswick, yeah. Yeah, Chad Boswick, yeah, because the Superman is powered by the goddamn sun. He ain't got no goddamn, come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. You understand what I'm saying? But they fail to, to expose that information, But even then, the kryptonite, it show you where his weakness was, and which is the truth. When you look at the color spectrum, watch this. I keep telling y'all, when you watch the Neanderthal, we are diametric opposites. So anything for us is the exact opposite for them. See, so when you see green, you see Osiris. You see, the chlorophyll plant melanin. That's all it is. Chlorophyll is only plant melanin, which is enriching to us. You see, it's another elixir of life. You see, along with the nectar from the fruit and shit, you understand? Anything that is grown by the sun, you see what I'm saying? It's an elixir of life in that. Now, when you look at the goddamn green, we see green as, the plant melanin. We see it as the essentials of life because the plants are actually put out the oxygen in which we breathe. You feel what I'm saying? But when you look at it from a European standpoint, if you look up green, you know what it means to him? Envy. Another thing that it means, if you look up anything toxic, you will see that it's green. So that just lets you know that the plant melanin and everything, and that's why he treated the way that because it does not have the same effect on him that it has on us. You see what I'm saying? They come out a whole different goddamn environment where they don't need that. Them motherfuckers didn't have no vegetables. They didn't have no greens. They didn't have no goddamn Brussels sprouts. And so they they ate raw fucking meat. You see what I'm saying? Or whatever each other, if they couldn't get a goddamn deer, they had to eat grandma. You see what I'm saying? Or somebody in the goddamn cave, they ate grandma or old uncle, old Uncle Caveman and shit. They didn't even have potatoes. Shit, until recently, they didn't even have potatoes. Because niggas showed them that. They didn't have no goddamn potatoes. They was eating raw meat. That's what they was eating. They ain't had no damn potato. They ain't know what a potato was. Niggas showed them, yeah, granny got to go. You know, if shit get tight and, you know, they don't catch one of them deals, it's going down. You see what I'm saying? It's going down. But yeah, they got this guy. He supposed to be playing the Black Panther. It don't make no goddamn sense. You see what I'm saying? Here it is that the vampire not want to play God. You see, they don't have the spirit. It's a spiritual, but even then, when you think about the you know, in the Kemetic or even in Africa, that the panther is a leopard, which is one of the sacred zoo types of the priesthood. You feel what I'm saying? And so it's no different than them going over there and niggas giving them, you know, giving them chiefdoms and shit and this, that, and the third. But at the minimum, if they get this guy Ryan whatever Gosling, they give him, it should fail. It should be. I wouldn't dare watch it. I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't desecrate myself to even. That's a desecration of self. I wouldn't. It should flop just like when they had that fucking movie, The Gods of Egypt, and they didn't have no black people in it. And so who is this Ryan Gosling? What is he gonna rule Wakanda? Wakanda, he gonna be the ruler of Wakanda, and so you got all the people, the black people. So what he gonna do? He gonna rule over? Yeah. You got to boycott this shit. I'm saying it right now. And the goddamn magazine, the fucking comic book. Fuck them. You see what I'm saying? They should have went on ahead, but I'm hearing. But see, this is how they're gonna try to sell it. I'm hearing that they're gonna put Denzel Washington in it. You know what I'm saying? They talking about Denzel is gonna have a, but see, that's how they think they're gonna sell that shit. And we letting Denzel know this is just something, that's why they really want to touch, this icon of Black Panther, because a lot of people, this shit, became like a totem, a sacred totem to people. You see what I'm saying? That damn Black Panther touched our people in a way, because it's an ancient totem. You know what I'm saying? And it resonate with us. And so when we've seen that first movie, it was like, whoa, we reconnected to something real spiritual. It wasn't just a movie. It was a lot of spirituality to have to do with that movie. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why they didn't come back quick enough. You see what I'm saying? With somebody that really could have, now, the brother Boswick, he was an amazing actor. You know what I'm saying? And you can't always duplicate the first movie, but it was some characters, you know what I'm saying, that could have came in and played the character. You see what I'm saying? The brother that played the other guy, what was he played his his cousin, or was it his brother? It was one of them, that played, what was the guy that was his adversary in the first movie? Yeah, Denzel Week. What was the character, the other guy that he was his adversary in the first movie? He could have did it, but the fact that he played his hand too quick, and they didn't know he was going to pass. Was that his cousin? What was his name? Yeah, that was his cousin. What was his name? Killmonger. There. The guy that played Killmonger could have probably been could have been that guy. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan. He probably could have been that guy. You know what I'm saying? But he played Killmonger. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, he played Killmonger, but he would have been the next, guy that I would have chose, you know what I'm saying, that could have played that role. But anyway, they should have got another guy in there. You understand? A powerful actor, young, vibrant actor that could have stepped in and did that. So they let that second one be a little weak. They let that second one be a week. They let that goddamn Quetzalcoatl, which is really Olmec, and that's some bullshit. You understand? They didn't brought this motherfucking Mexican in the goddamn Black Panther, and he supposed to be Quetzalcoatl, but the Olmec, that Quetzalcoatl was the god of the Olmecs. So that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So the reality, they can only play that shit on people that don't know. You see what I'm saying? That they can only play. So they made the Quetzalcoatl motherfucker act like, you know, the Black Panther would have beat the break. It would have beat the goddamn taco sauce out that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? So they know that. So they had to, you know, have it without a Panther in there. You know, had his sister, you know what I'm saying, play the Panther and this, that, and the third. But if the real Black Panther was in there, he would have beat the goddamn taco sauce off of him. You see what I'm saying? It would have been a rap on him. So I don't respect none of that. They always trying to kill that energy that, you know, that we possess. You know what I'm saying? But it can't be stopped because this shit gonna flop. And Denzel, we letting you know right now, we don't want to see no goddamn all this, you know, white people playing black roles, and see, they just blurring the lines and shit. So it's so easy. That's another way of stealing your history. You see what I'm saying? Fuck all that. Leave it like it's supposed to be. If it's a white man, white woman, let it be. But if it's historically correct and we got the documents to back it up, then it is what it is. So they realizing that a lot of the shit that they didn't portray as white peoples is now getting the factual information, and it's documented by their own people, but we didn't have access to a lot of that information. But now a lot of our peoples is out there doing research. It ain't just no one or two or three or four people. You know, you got a lot of black people out here that's combing through these manuscripts all over the world. They looking for their lineage. They running into all kind of information out here. And so the cat is out the bag. You see what I'm saying? The cat is out the bag. So that's just what it is. You see what I'm saying? Let me see what the family talking about. So at the most, say, oh, okay, Taraja Ramesses, a stuntman and actor who worked. Let me put this up here. So I could come back and who died in a car crash, I don't know, along with 3 of his children. Wow. Man, I got to look that up. I didn't know that. I might have heard something, but it didn't resonate. I'm going to have to look that up, family. That's wild. That's wild. Like something, you know, they know that energy was too powerful. They knew that energy. You say what? Ryan James said, we'll trade you a white Black Panther for a black Little Mermaid. Yeah, you know, that's what they do. You understand what I'm saying? You know, get the flipping. So when it comes time to get, you know, to usurp one of, no, man, we could create our own little black mermaid. We don't need no damn mermaid, you know, white, you know, and that's the Naga. You see what I'm saying? They can't run from me. Even the mermaid, that's the Naga. That's what it is. You see what I'm saying? That's the Naga. That ain't nothing. That's all it is. And so I can go into, that ain't them. They know that. They know that. You see what I'm saying? So if they wanna go there, we can go there. We can anytime they want to sit down and let me beat them up. It's not a problem. I don't run, and it's no caveman that could defeat me. I could just tell you that. You understand what I'm saying? It's no way. So any good goddamn time, any one of them, and I didn't issue this shit for over the last 20 years. I ain't had one to raise because they know I don't get down like the other motherfucker. I go for the juggler. You see what I'm saying? I don't play no game. I'm going to take you straight to the cave. You understand what I'm saying? That's where you're going. That's exactly where you're going. And when I take them there, ain't no coming out. I'm going to leave them in there. I'm going to trap them in there. So anyway, family, make sure that when this shit come out, that you boycott it. That you boycott it now. And don't you goddamn, and I mean it, and when you all over, it should be a boycott to let them know that if they put this shit out, we should start talking about it now. Don't even put it out. Don't even waste your money. You see what I'm saying? Don't even waste your money, because if you put it out, it's going to flop. Now, I hear them little white boys, they so happy. Oh, man, wow, guy. We're going to have a white Black Panther. Oh, wow. Wow, we did it. I seen him say, we did it, guy. We did it. Yeah. No, Hercules ain't got nothing to do with it. The original Hercules is black. They got pictures of him. They got statues that show him. That was drawn by white people. Anyway, Hercules is Heru. That's who that is. Hercules. That's who Hercules is. He's one of the 16 crucified saviors. But anyway, even if you go into Herodotus, if you read the Greek father of his history, Herodotus tell you it's two Hercules. There's the Egyptian Hercules, and then it's the fabricated Greek Hercules. You see what I'm saying? So they tell you that the original Hercules was from Egypt because they know that's Heru, Hermes, 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 Hercules, all of that is Heru, versions and variations of Heru. That's all it is, family. That's all it is. Hercules. That's where that's from. And Hera is also Heru. You understand? But the original Greek gods are Africans. They ain't got nothing to do with the ones that came after it. You see what I'm saying? You got the European fraudulent versions of the African. The Greek gods are Africans. You see what I'm saying? They was in Ethiopia, Zeus and all of that. He got a son, Epaphras. You see what I'm saying? Black. The black son of not because he black. Zeus was black. You see what I'm saying? And they know that to be a fact. But anyway, we could deal with that another day. Most definitely boycott. Get on over there to Patreon, family. Click that link right at the top, man. We going into we got to go into the power of the dark side. It's time to strap up. You see what I'm saying? It's time to strap up with that spiritual armor. So make sure you get on over there, family, and go to work. Let's go to work. General Sarasu and Seti, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share the video, like the video, and I'll be right back. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast. Daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Pop.